What's up, y'all? It's Kiwi, and I'm back. It's night outside. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Alright, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Kiwi, and I'm back. So, we didn't end up going and doing nothing that I said. The only thing we did was got clothes washed, which there was people there hogging up the laundromat. So I can't wait until my little friend get my dryer fixed or get a new one. But anyways, thank you Jesus for everything I have. But anywho, yeah, and we ain't do nothing but wash clothes. I didn't even take them to the park, so that's why you see me with ice cream. So I got my baby some ice cream, but they're currently back there asleep. So I'm about to take them in, but I just wanted to end the video off so I can actually have something to post. Also, I'm ready to start my YouTube. Like, why not? And like I said, my other video that I don't know if I'm gonna post, but I have a few videos for my YouTube channel, but I just have not finished them. Like, I'll start a video and then I don't finish it. Because either I get lazy or I get to doing stuff and I don't pull out my camera. Think to pull out my camera to record, but I'm gonna try to more. We ready to go back in here because it's dark outside. And it's only me and my kids, and I gotta get my clothes, so. And I don't want it to get too dark. I like, for my intro, for my YouTube, I like, well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna kind of show y'all, maybe I can make that video. I don't know. But I wanted to make an intro and outro for my channel. It's just more realistic as far as being a YouTuber. As far as like what I've honest person and a great mother. I feel like being young and too. And I know there's women out there with way more kids, which I support. For example, just a little story time real quick. Girl at the hair shop, I was getting my hair braided. I don't know her name, but if you see this video, hey girl. But basically, they be taking all day. My mom always told me a trick though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. She said, tell them you got something to do. Even if you don't. So you can hurry up and get out of there. Because if not, they'll procrastinate. Now, mind you, I was late to my appointment. I came in about, 11. Yeah, because it was supposed to be like, I told her 9:30 or 10. But I was super late. Listen, I'm going to be late to my own funeral. I don't know why, I'm just always late. So they were taking all day. The lady who did her hair, mind you, this is a great place to go to. They did my hair and they do a great job. But it's just, right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not gonna say nobody was wrong, but I'm just gonna say right is right. But the girl, I noticed that when I came in, she was like halfway done with her hair. Everybody was halfway done because I think all the ladies who came in before me, which I was supposed to come in at 9:30 with them, or 9 with them, or 10 or whatever, they had already had their hair about halfway done. Like, they were all up here. And, like, I'm like, dang, like, I'm being here last one and stuff. But, anywho, So I did, so the girl who came in for me, she was late and everything, mind you. She was late because the owner had said she had woke up late, which I was like, okay, I'm fine with that because first of all, I'm late. And then mind you, it's the same girl that did my hair last year. I promise you, I feel like the universe or God works in mysterious ways. So I feel like God works in mysterious ways. But anywho, it was the same lady, but she is quick. I like how she did my hair the last. And when she did my hair the last time, basically the braids was right, just like that. The parts, I ain't had no issue. Okay, so one of the girls, I'm gonna tell y'all two of them. Okay, so there was two of them had an issue, but one of the girls, she was in there, and her parts was crooked or whatever, and I guess they thought since she was young, she wasn't gonna say nothing, but she ended up saying something. They was so mad, speaking in their language or whatever. But anywho, then after that situation, they had ended up fixing her hair or whatever, and then she had like the little curly pieces. She came back in the shop and she was like, did I have any curly pieces left over? And they was like, no. And then like, I don't know what they said whenever she came back, but all I heard was no human hair. I was like, so in my mom thinking like, she probably like, girl, this ain't human hair anyway. What we gonna wear with your hair? Like something like that. But they do get money because they charge a good amount for just these. Okay, so yeah, and she said that, and then the next lady, okay, so she said she might have really, mind you, even though I said my mom, I think this lady really had to go get her kids because I think her kids is in sports or whatever. I'm not for sure because I don't know her, but she was really pretty. Her hair was fire, so I was like, okay, period. But anywho, but she had like this little piece on her head. But mind you, the lady that was doing her hair was the owner. Now she's like taking little breaks, like they take breaks in between, but I mean she was getting up. Like I'm literally watching her. I'm literally like halfway done at this point, and she done got up at least like 6-7 times, no cap, to go, or she looking over at her phone and I mean it's fine because that lady, she's like me. She's been going to them for a while. She knows how they are and stuff like that. But also she was telling the braider like, I got kids and I've been going to you for 12 years. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever years she's been going to her. And she's like, basically that she needs to go and get her kids because they was at practice. So she's like, can somebody can you get another braider on me? And then she's like, no, even if they get another braider on you, we wouldn't make it out. So, okay, she's like, okay, whatever. But you could tell, like, I could tell this lady, she's literally sitting right next to me because the shop was literally crowded. But I'm literally almost like where she is. And she's literally had this little bitty square for I don't know how long. Mind you, she did get long. So, she did explain to her, like the hair lady stylist did explain to her that since you got long, it'll take longer. But the girl was like, if more people will get on my hair, then, you know what I'm saying? If y'all just, so y'all can get us out of here, then, you know what I'm saying? Then it will be faster, which I agree. But because my daughter was supposed to get her hair done, which not really, because they don't do children under 5. And I wanted her to get her hair done, but they just have too many people in there, which is fine because that's good business for them. But it was just like it felt like my hair was quick. I'm not gonna lie, because I only got like regular length braids, like back neck, not neck braids, but like to the middle of my back. That's what they are. So yeah, so she's sitting in the chair. She's like really, 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 really mad, like fired up, like her leg is shaking like real bad, and you could tell. So like then she's like, I guess I gotta call somebody to get my kids from their practice. So she called somebody to get her kids from practice or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then after that, she's like still fired up because she's like, listen, I've been here since 9, 10 o'clock. Like I really should have already been done. It's like almost what? It's 3 at this point. So then after that, she's like, can you please get somebody else to do my hair? Like I gotta go. Like, and then like she was like, no, like everybody else got something to do, which I seen a few of them. They were getting up or whatever. Like I said, they take breaks or whatnot because they do need a break. But yeah, so they were getting up or whatnot, and because they do need a break. But then after that, girl, oh my gosh, like she got so mad, and she was like, listen, I'm gonna have somebody else finish my hair. Like y'all could just, like, I'll come back next week, or I'll just come back next week. Like, and the braider, of course, she really didn't want her to come back next week. She wanted her to get it finished. So she's like, okay, go ahead and get it finished, whatever. And she's like, no, I'll just come back next week because I don't have time for this. So then after that, she's like, that's when she gets like 3. So I'm in the house now because it was getting creepy out there. I just did not feel comfortable being out there by myself and just me and my kids. But we're in the house now. But yeah, basically, she had, okay, so I think where I left off at was her saying she got to go get her kids. So she was like, I got to go get my kids. Like, I don't care what y'all talking about. I got to go get my kids. Either y'all can do it like next week, like I can come back or whatever. And she's like, I got, how many kids she had. And she was like, I got kids, like I got kids, like I cannot just leave my babies. Like I got too much. And plus they don't have, she don't have that much support basically. But so as soon as she said that, I'm like, I put my cape on. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, I don't know what it was. It was something in me. It was like, let me just ask her. And even though she still was like, no, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I still felt in my heart that she was grateful for me even asking, because I know for a fact how it is. Like, I brought my kids there. I honestly didn't want my daughter, to get her hair done by the Africans because they braid super tight. Like, I mean, I braid tight, like I braid her hair, but they braid super duper tight. So I think it was kind of a blessing that she didn't get her hair done by them. But at the same time, it's not like she would never, maybe in the future or something like that, but just not. I feel like like they said, she is too young. She was like, she brings her kids up there too. So I automatically was like, because mind you, she's still like, she came, I think she said 9:30 or 10, something like that. Way before me, basically. And I got done before her. Mind you, her hair still was long, but she did come in early. You know what I mean? And I felt as if, because again, the time that I was there was different people on her hair because the owner was doing her hair. The owner had other stuff. Of course, you know how owners are. They're talking on the phone. They're, communicating with different clients or whatnot. And also trying to make sure she's keeping up with her staff. So I understood both sides. But so she was kind of like in and off on. They were literally like braiding the ends of all her hair and stuff like that, which makes sense. Like I said, I didn't see nobody as wrong, because tell her like, honey, the reason why it's long is because like it's taking a while is because your hair is long, which she was right, because like I said, my hair is down to my back. And it took me a few hours. It took me from 11 to about 4 o'clock. 11 to 4. And she said she got there about 9:30, 10. So, Yeah, she was ready to go though. She was like, I'm ready to go, like I'm ready to go. But I just felt as if, when she asked for more people to help, because she had noticed, like even me, when I was watching, I know she was watching because she was paying attention, because I was too. Because when the girl came in to get her hair done, mind you, I get everywhere. But there was a lady that came in to come and get her hair done. She was getting knotless braids. And she came in. Sorry about that. Thank you, Jesus. She came in to get some knotless braids. And like, mind you, I asked her, I was like, hey, that's where I was at. I asked her, I was like, hey, is my daughter getting her hair done? If not, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I can do her hair at home. Plus, y'all charge anyway a little bit light. But I don't care how much you charge, honestly. If my baby want her hair done, she gonna get it done. But what I'm saying is basically for her to be crying and stuff like that. And then, I'm dang near halfway done with my hair at this point. And I mean, nobody has started on my baby's hair. Mind you, she wasn't getting nothing like crazy, but I did want to like braid it all to the side. And my baby's hair is thick, so they was gonna have to take a little time on it. So I was like, But I did blow dry it out for them, so that way they can have it like blow drying out or whatnot, so it wouldn't be rough for them. But I ended up doing her hair anyways by myself. Let me hurry up and finish this video because I gotta get my kids ready for bed. So basically, she got upset, and basically the girl had everybody on her head by the end of the night. But like I said, I've been going to them for a while too. I was going to her sister whenever I was a kid, but I have been going to them for a while too. And
a few moments later.
Sorry, I know you don't know me. That's where I was getting to. What I told her, I was like, because I was done already, like, and she still had that piece and more like to braid in her hair. So I'm like, I know you don't know me or whatever, but I'm thinking like, girl, I can give you my ID or whatever, I didn't tell her this, but I'm thinking like, I can give you my ID so you can make sure I'm legit and stuff like that, and I can come back. Like, I didn't mind because I didn't really have anything to do that day other than stuff that I had to do around the house. But to me, feeding kids is more important. So even if they ain't my own kids. So I was like, honey, like, I know you don't know me like that, but I'll go, like, you see me with my 2 kids. My son's autistic. I know you heard him a few times stimming. So it's I know it's not like easy. And she says she has, and I'm not going to say how many kids she has because it doesn't matter. She's a great parent because, she's making sure her kids eat. And she made sure she was getting up out of there, so she can make it on time for her baby's game too. Because I guess one of her kids was playing football, and so I was like, if you don't have nobody to go get them, because she was saying, I don't have nobody, like she was saying it like she was like me, because she was calling people. I seen her. She was calling people to go get her kids and, just to go over and check on them, just to make sure they was okay. Because she had a little older child, but they wasn't old enough where she felt as if, or I would have felt, and I understood what she meant. I would be comfortable with, she's probably comfortable with leaving her child alone a few hours of the day, but not the whole day. You know what I'm saying? Where she's not, or at least she's not popping in and out. You know what I'm saying? Making sure they are all right. So, yeah. So basically she was calling them or whatnot, making sure they was okay still. And but she was calling other people too because her son wasn't answering the phone at first. And she was like, look, I gotta call him, like, and he's, again, he's old enough to watch them, the other siblings, but he's still a kid himself. So they probably wasn't paying attention to the phone and stuff. And she's trying to make sure they all right, because she knows she got to get her hair done for she don't know how long, because it's only one person and they talking about her hair long, and and it's taking longer because her hair is longer and stuff, and they don't have that many people to do her hair, so she was freaking out basically. And I know this, I said it was over, but it's just little parts that I missed, but it's gonna be the last part because I do gotta go get my kids. But she was freaking out, and she was like, yeah, I gotta find somebody. Nobody's answering the phone. Like, no adult that she knew that could come by or go by and check on her kids. We're answering the phone, and she's like, listen, I don't have nobody for real. Like, it's only me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, girl, listen, you touched me when you said it's only you. Shit, I know it's only me. Excuse my language, but I'm like, I know how you feel. It's only me. So, you see me with my kids here today. That's because I don't have nobody to watch my kids, And I came to get my daughter's hair done, yeah, but not for real, because I can do her hair. And also they braid pretty tightly, and of course it's to make sure it's secured or whatnot, but because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I ain't never had none that came out unless it was just like new growth and it's like loose and stuff like that. But I ain't never had no braid to come out from the Africans. That's why I always go to them. I always give them my money. But yeah, and she just seemed like she was just ready to go. Fine. Like she really seemed concerned about her kids, Like I said before, like if it was something like, trying to get out, like I don't think she would be calling everybody and doing all that stuff. But even if so, like she got something to do. Like, come on. Plus she has kids, so she got to make sure her kids are straight, especially since she's been here since this morning. But yeah, they ended up all getting on her head though. And I asked her, and she was like, no, thank you, but thank you so much. And I was like, yeah, you welcome, because I know how it is. And I was like, and they doing your hair, it looks great. It did. Like, they really do a great job. But she was like, yeah, I know they always do my hair. I was like, they always do mine too. But I was like, I understand when it comes to being a single parent and not having nobody there, to watch your kids, even, just even whenever you're trying to go get your hair done, do something nice for yourself. Like, I literally have no break. I literally have no break. She was like, yeah, her baby's like a little bit older, but she still want to be able to check on her kids and make sure they fine. And also, like, even me, like now, like I've always said, like, I don't want my kids to grow up faster. Like my daughter, she wants to be like a teenager, or like not a teenager, but like she wants to be older. But yeah, they basically ended up finishing her hair basically. And after they all got on there or whatever, and I had said what I said, they was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, her hair is fire, y'all. Like, I wanted them to know, like, y'all doing a great job. Because I know that's frustrating for her and them. Like, they like, shit, we got all these people in here. We trying to do the best we can to get all of y'all out of here. And then she's like, well, shoot, I've been here all day already. And, I know you be busy and stuff because you're the boss. But I had something to do that I told you I had something to do. So, yeah, but thanks so much for watching this video. Please come back and subscribe, like and subscribe to my channel, and come back for more videos. I'm going to try to do some pranks on this channel. I'm going to try to do everything on this channel. Please come back and join us. We're also gonna do mukbangs, and most of the stuff that I do, I might have to do it with my kids, honestly, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do a Q&A. Oh, I gotta learn the YouTube terminology, but I'm gonna do one of those mukbangs, explaining, a little bit about myself, and just depending on what I want to expose, put out there. Basically, it's going to be depending on how my answers and questions will be. But yeah, thank you for watching, and come back for more videos. Bye.